and people just gravitate towards me.
Or you gravitate to them?
They gravitate
their
towards me.
husbands?
So do you like breaking up unhappy homes?
There has to be something else going on.
I have divorce papers. I do.
Ma'am, will you let me listen to this drama,
I am
please?
not the reason for them breaking up. I can't even get in the gate anymore. They changed the code.
They should have.
Correct. I need some counseling too. If I could get some counseling for
You
this.
definitely need counseling.
I
Breaking
need
these homes. Looks like you're a real liar. In Louisiana, we say, show me something. You all are in Justice Jackie's court. Judgment for the plaintiff. Drugs. If I had my way, I'd put you in jail right now. Wait, hold up. And you will be casting this judgment for the people, by Justice Jackie.
Cameras up. Cajun court. Take one. Action.
The plaintiff is suing her older sister for $5,000.
Hi, I'm here today at Cajun Court today suing my sister for lost wages of her causing me to be fired on a job.
She hired her sister, the defendant, as a neighborhood security officer.
She, of course, has tapped into extramarital affairs with married people.
But she had to fire her sister due to several relationships she was having with different residents.
Hopefully, justice will be served today.
The defendant claims that she did nothing wrong at all.
I'm here today to clear my name. I've been accused of several wrongdoings, things that are totally uncharacteristic of me.
She says she befriended all the residents and only assisted them as needed.
Because for anyone to accuse someone without any credible proof is preposterous.
She is countersuing for mental anguish and funds to get her back on her feet. Cajun Court TV starts right now.
Cajun Court is now in session. There'll be no chewing, no talking, no cell phones. The Honorable Justice Jackie is presiding. All of the litigants have been sworn in. This is case number 315, Goldilocks.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, Rod. I see we have some blood here. And blood sisters.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Well, plaintiff, since it's unfortunate, you filed a complaint. We'll start with you. How did your sister happen to work with you?
I was basically hired on contract for a neighborhood association in the area. We came together a couple of months ago and decided to have a security guard in the area. The area is a very affluent area, so we take pride in where we live at and the things that go on in it, if you know what I mean, right? So basically what ended up happening was we needed a security guard. She called me one night saying that she needed a job to make some extra money. So we were able to fill the spot. I thought she would be a perfect fit for it. Doesn't seem that it turned out too well.
So you hired your sister.
Yes.
And what happened after that?
So I started getting complaints from the neighbors in the area that there was some unusual activity with the security guard.
Allegedly.
Ms. Diva, can you just hold it? Thank you.
Sorry. This is not a performance, honey. Tone it down.
I want you to proceed and just get to the point so I know what you're here for.
So as I was saying, we started getting complaints from the neighbors saying that they saw my sister going in and out of the residents' houses. So quite naturally, I had to document it and basically start a formal investigation.
So it sounds like you became the security guard.
Well, no, it is standard for us to basically, when there is a complaint from residents, to make certain that we investigate it. So it's a part of one of the things that we do. She's not allowed to go into the residents' houses. She's supposed to basically stay out and patrol the area.
What about if she's invited, it's okay?
But of course, no one's gonna invite her in their house. No, it's not gonna happen.
So I was also giving the kids in the neighborhood like voice lessons, and it was just a harmonious situation.
Compensated for those?
Yes, ma'am, definitely compensated because we don't do pro bono.
I understand.
We don't do no pro bono.
I understand.
Right, Judge? Right, we don't do no pro bono.
For more information, visit CajunCourtTV.com.
So what are you here for, ma'am?
So basically, because of her actions and what has been found, I basically lost the contract, and I'm not even eligible to have a renewal of the contract for the upcoming year.
And why did you lose a contract?
I lost the contract because basically the neighbors in the area, they hired a private investigator to see what was going on, and they have pictures of her going in and out of the houses. They have pictures of her going places with the husbands in the area. It's pretty despicable.
Was she working at the time? Was she on duty?
No, she was not on duty. I have pictures, more than one, of her just doing all type of questionable things.
So tell me about your contract. How much were you making?
Basically, the compensation was $1,000 a month. 5 months until the year ends, so I'm losing at least a minimum of $5,000. Thank you, honey.
And so you were terminated and you had
Yes,
5 months
I
left?
was terminated, yes, because of her actions.
You can speak now.
It's
What do
my
you
turn.
have?
Oh,
It
thank
is your
you
turn.
so much. Thank you so much, Your Honor. Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry that we even have to be here. Please, please, my
Tell me your
apologies.
version of this. Thank
Please.
you.
Oh, my goodness. My sister. Love her to life. Love her. Love you, sister. And as my sister stated, I wanted to get some extra work, so I applied for that job. She offered it, I applied, and I went in and I did a tremendous job, so much so that they not only wanted me to secure the neighborhood, they also wanted me to do things like, they found out I could bake, so I baked little sweet potato pies for some of the residents, the wives. They were hiring me to do those types of things too.
She doesn't even know how to cook, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you had your opportunity. Let me hear from her.
Just saying.
So I was making like sweet potato pies for them, and then also, I'm a singer.
Okay.
I'm a singer, and so I was also giving the kids in the neighborhood like voice lessons, and it was just a harmonious situation.
Compensated for those?
Yes, ma'am, definitely compensated because we don't do pro bono.
I understand.
We don't do no pro bono.
I understand.
Right, Judge? Right. We don't do no pro bono.
How much money were you making?
Well, generally, I could make anywhere between $500 to $1,000 a week before all of that scandalousness began.
How much were you making as a security guard?
A security guard, that was pretty much small potatoes, like maybe $300 a week. But again, I was efficient and effective. I have a very infectious spirit. And people just gravitate towards me.
Or you gravitate to them?
They gravitate
their
towards
husbands?
me.
So do you like breaking up unhappy homes?
So look, allegedly, that's what happened. But you know for yourself, Your Honor, that no one that just goes into there and just sings and makes sweet potato pie can break up a whole happy home. There has to be something else going on.
I have divorce papers. I do.
Ma'am, will you let me listen to this drama,
I am
please?
not the reason for them breaking up and divorcing, Your Honor. All I did was go in there and provide a little happiness with my sweet potato pies.
Wow.
And my songs of
ma'am,
joy.
Evident. I'm looking at this
Is it
evidence.
a crime, Judge?
It seems like you're dancing and singing at midnight and...
Reveling. Yes, we were reveling in the moment. But there was nothing else going on. I did not break any of the matrimonial laws. I was just being me and reveling in the moment and enjoying life. Now, if they broke their contract with her, it's because she was not doing the job right. I'm a service provider, and my people were happy.
You know, any person, any decent person that has common sense know that it is not fit or appropriate to be at someone's house that is married at 12 o'clock at night.
I'll tell you Jesus now.
I think not.
I think she is not even.
Please don't bring the Lord into this, honey.
What were your working hours?
I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am.
What were your working hours?
What were I doing?
Your working hours, honey.
Oh,
I think I can ask her the question.
I don't know what. She's out of control. Bailiff.
Ma'am, let me tell you something. You're in Cajun court, okay? And you're not at midnight with your friends and
Yes, ma'am.
okay, with the husbands. I want you to answer my question. And I give the directives, okay?
My security working hours were pretty much that little swing shift, 3 to 11. And then so when I got off, hey, it was time to
So you
unwind.
befriended the husbands, the kids. So you.
I was everybody's friend, even the wives. They just don't want to admit it now, but I was their friend too because they were happy to eat my sweet potato pies.
And you were breaking up their unhappy
I
homes.
did not break up their homes, Your Honor. That's allegedly. Allegedly.
Well, I tell you, what are you asking for?
I want for this money that I'm losing because they have definitely gone into my grind, extra money.
How
I
much,
want my
ma'am?
money back for all this time that we've had. This time that this delay, they stopped me from being able to work. Cut off all communication because you know it's gated communication.
Did you lose
I can't
weight?
even get in the gate anymore. They changed the code.
They should have. Uber.
Correct.
How much money are you asking for, ma'am? And
I need at least for pain and suffering, wages lost,
not in your pleadings.
traumatic brain injury. I'm gonna need at least about $5 grand because I need time to get back into the swing of things. And this has been very. I need some counseling too. If I could get some counseling for
You
this.
definitely need counseling.
I
Break
need some
into his
counseling.
home. You see.
And can I say something, Your Honor?
You may.
You know, any person, any decent person that has common sense know that it is not fit or appropriate to be at someone's house that is married at
Also-
12 o'clock at night.
Also, you Jesus now.
I think not.
I think she is not either.
Please don't bring the Lord into this, honey.
Plaintiff, you said that you lost your job.
I did lose
And
it.
how did you happen to hire your sister in the first place? You know, it
Because
seems
I'm
like a conflict of
effective.
interest.
No,
Anyway.
actually, I had to get permission for it. It wasn't a conflict of interest. She called me 1 o'clock in the morning, crying, saying that she needed some extra
not
money.
crying.
I feel like I could help her, as I always do. And so I said, you know, what the heck? I could help her out, you know, just for a little bit. I know that, you know, she could use some help. And so I asked for permission to see if it was okay if I hired her.
So you
and
took
so,
a risk, and this is your risk.
Yes, I had never had these issues before with my sister, so I didn't think it was anything wrong for me to hire her as a security guard.
Excuse me, ma'am.
And down.
If I may,
I'm sorry.
why are you asking for a letter of apology? You broke up
I
some.
mean-
You allegedly broke up
Judge-
some homes.
Judge, this goes back. I know that I'm asking for. I know I need a letter of apologies. You know why? And it's not so much about today and that. It goes all the way back to when we were children. All the time she was running and crying to mama and daddy. All the time. And she never apologized for anything. But it was always my fault because I'm the oldest. So this goes way, way, way back.
I mean, way back. Okay,
So
okay.
I need an apology letter for yesterday, today, and tomorrow from everybody because it's her fault that we're in this position right now. And I'm embarrassed that family members that we're even in front of you, Judge Jackie. I'm just upset. Don't you see it?
Drama. I see drama. So
We
it has
had an
nothing to do with
agreement.
blood. It's business.
This is business. I feel like this is, you know, I'm being very generous by only asking for the $5,000 because I've been doing this for 4 years now. I was already gonna be able to get the contract for next year.
Allegedly.
Ma'am,
Because it's her fault that we're in this position right now. And I'm embarrassed that family members that we're even in front of you, Judge Jackie. I'm just upset. Don't you see it?
drama. I see drama.
So this, of course, as we know, this is not a personal matter. She sounds like she needs to be on someone's sofa, correct? Correct. Right.
That's not before the court.
Right. So, this is completely a business matter. So, as I stated, whatever you do on your own personal time is your business. But when you start affecting my lifestyle, then it is an issue.
And so
We had a
$5,000 worth.
Absolutely.
And so
We
it has
had
nothing
an
to do with
agreement.
blood. It's business.
This is business. I feel like this is, you know, I'm being very generous by only asking for the $5,000 because I've been doing this for 4 years now. I was already gonna be able to get the contract for next year.
Allegedly.
Ma'am,
Here is my proof that I was gonna be able to have the contract for the following year.
so you were terminated.
Yeah,
and so-
absolutely. And these are the divorce papers of the houses that, the homes that she broke up.
Well, tell me this, who paid for the investigator?
The neighbors did. It was,
Not the association.
right, the neighbors did.
Ooh.
And you
They
can
pay-
see,
wait a
you can see
minute.
on the pictures, you can see her red car, and you can see her same hairstyle right on those pictures, so you know it's her.
This sounds like Goldilocks and
We
Three
looked like
Husbands.
we were reveling. We don't see it. We were just reveling.
Look at her.
Okay.
She's a mess, honey.
It didn't say that, there was any adultery act. It says that
Right. That's
they
what
could
I'm
not.
saying.
Who?
That's what I'm
this
saying.
investigate. Ma'am,
Judge.
Miss Queen,
I'm
Queen,
sorry.
please. I'm trying to get through this mess. 3 divorces because your name says you were entertaining. And they've had him one.
I'm sure our
says
father is
another.
rolling in his grave right now
And
from her
one
behavior.
says, one even says that you
What?
work with the kids.
I give vocal lessons.
You basically became the wife. They said you did everything. It
I
says here
did.
that you
a
cooked
service. It's about customer service, Your
and
Honor.
you were
It don't be-
friendly
Your Honor.
and they liked you.
Yes,
better than-
ma'am. Your Honor. Don't we provide customer service?
Don't ask me questions.
Okay.
We'll take a brief recess and I'll try to get through this drama. Before I make this judgment, let me hear you sing.
Is it a crime? Is it a crime that I have so many friends?
That's horrible. You should be ashamed.
It's unfortunate that I have to make a decision regarding 2 sisters. And so your sister's suing you for $5,000. Just hearing you today, your personality is extreme, somewhat over the top.
I'm
So,
an extrovert.
Psychological, you're asking for $5,000, okay? Well, we have a plaintiff here, and she lost $5,000 because she was fired. Contract wasn't completed. But more importantly, you have gone in and you have befriended the husband, befriended the wife, befriended the children. Before I make this judgment, let me hear you sing.
I would love to.
I don't know if you can
I got
really
a
sing.
little tune that I'm inspired by right now. I'm sad to be in here, but this is for you, Justice Jackie. Is it a crime? Is it a crime that I have so many friends?
Judgment for the plaintiff.
That's horrible. You should be ashamed. Ashamed, honey.